Morning, folks. Dad's going to a cattle sale. He's got some on a pot load, and then he's also got, there's like 9 head in that trailer. So we're gonna keep it light today. A little welding repair to do. I'm gonna start with, and I think we're gonna cut some hay, our last field of grass to cut. Been hearing a rattling going on underneath here. Right here. And I've re-welded this before, you can see. But it looks like we're gonna have to fix it again. It looks like this skinny piece of metal just keeps the belt from rubbing on this sheet metal here. Pushes the belt up a little bit. But it's just so thin, it keeps breaking. And now when we run it, it rattles. And I'm worried that the broken end is gonna dig up into the belt. That would cause issues for sure. Hopefully that'll hold for a while. I'm wondering if sometimes when we lower this down to unload grain out of something, if like a rock or whatever will hit that, and that's what kind of breaks it. But I don't know, I think that should be a little bit bigger gauge of iron. Start cutting this last field of grass. It's some low ground. There's years where there's standing water out there, and Dad tells me there's standing water out there right now. And the thing about tall grass is you can't always see it. We'll give it a try. Try not to get stuck, make ruts. There's no good way out to this field. I'm actually gonna have to run over some corn to get there. This little field used to be alfalfa. So, you know, we'd cut it. We'd maybe cut our second cutting, then we'd go cut the grass as we can drive through here without a crop. Well, a couple years ago we took that out. It's been corn, beans, corn. This might be the 3rd year of row crop. We either have to wait till after we harvest this crop to go get the grass, which then sometimes it starts getting old and dried out, or we take a path and drive over some standing crop. Well, I didn't think about this. I knew there was gonna be standing water over there. That's what Dad said, but I didn't think about over here. Your neighbor's field. You would think that'd continue on, and it does. But how far? That's the question. Should have wore mud boots. the south side of the field. Now we're on the northwest. This is where the water enters. You can see the neighbor's pasture. You gotta imagine in our tall grass is hiding some fun for coal. We'll just inch closer to it and stop when I start seeing standing water. Looks pretty good over here. Oh, except for that stuff I just chopped off, but otherwise nice and tall. Well, I found a way to the other side. I just need to figure out at what point can I connect this side to that side. How far out do I have to go? Now we're having fun, folks. Let's not do that again. Oh, I'm dripping. Yeah, those are some big thick windrows. We gotta spread that out as much as we can. I'm running out of dry spots out here. You know, when you look across it, the grass is just so thick. I just didn't expect it to be this wet. I think if we would have waited a couple weeks, we would have got quite a bit more, and we're gonna end up coming back out here because we're just gonna have to leave a bunch. And you know, we spread every acre out here with fertilizer. We spent money. We really want to capitalize on that investment, and there's tons of bales out here, a lot of hay. It's just some of it's gonna take a long time to dry out. You know, when you're laying a thick windrow like that on top of mud, it's gonna take a while to dry out. I'd say I could find another hour's worth of cutting out here, and then we'll just have to break it and bale it and then come back. Ideally, I think in another month it'd be a big change. I think I probably cut 55, maybe 60% of it. It's just getting to the point where everywhere I drive, my tires are wet and sticky. So we're gonna pack it up and bale it in about 4 days. Don't see much of this. A lot of things. You don't see much wheat in our area, and you don't see much square baling, but both of them right here, you got a Fendt tractor pulling a, it looks like a Massey square baler. Loading it up. Here's another rig, Fendt tractor, yep, that's a Massey Ferguson square baler. Man, we ended up with a lot of extra gravel. We got tons of depressions throughout the yard though, so we'll have spots for it. We're gonna haul a load of cattle, and then I'll see if I can convince Dad to clean a semi-load out of the bin. We ended up filling that second truck. Now they're both full, and we're gonna take them in and I think call it a deal after that. So there's probably 1 to 1.5 loads in that bin left, and I think there's around 10 to 12 in this one. But so far this year we've cleaned out that silo, the bin on the right, 2 bins at the North Farm, so we just have 2 left to go. folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I think we're gonna start mowing road ditches pretty soon. I got a few small projects and got one field of grass left to rake and bale. Thanks for watching. I'd love to see you next time. Have a good one.